Hello everyone. So this is Kunal Singhal once again available for you all. So I have started a new series for the class 12th commerce students for the preparation of their Viva in accountancy. One video I had already uploaded, and today we will conduct another Viva for another student, and I am sure that this will be really helpful for you all in preparation of your Viva and the practical examinations. Yes, Shilpa. How are you?
Fine, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So let us start with our accountancy Viva. So first of all, you just tell me what is the objective of this project work?
Sir,
Why
objective
the
of
board
this
has
project
introduced
work.
project work in your syllabus? Tell me the objective of
Yes,
this
sir.
project.
Sir, the main objective relating to this project is to that students interact with the practical world. Whatever it is written in the book, is it applicable in real world or not? And another objective is to compare the segments of the company with on the basis of profit, revenue, and capital employed, so that the company can know about which segment is performing well or not.
Great. So it means you have interacted with the practical world and you have prepared this project over Reliance India Limited. So the next question is, what problems
Yes,
did
sir.
you encountered while preparation of this project or while gathering the information? Did you encounter certain problems? What were those?
Yes, sir. I have interacted with problem that this company has not provided segment report. So, sir, uh, I have to search a lot for this, and finally I come with this, and finally I made this project.
You have written here objective finding out revenue, net profit and return on investment for the financial year 1920 for given segment.
Yes, sir.
So have you chosen only one financial year?
No, sir. I have chosen 2 financial years, but the main objective is to get financial year of 1920.
Okay, fine. Now the next question is, have you heard about cross-sectional analysis and time series analysis? And if yes,
Yes, sir.
what is the difference between the two?
The cross-sectional analysis is a vertical analysis, and time series analysis is a horizontal analysis. Comparative statement is one of the example. We can say that example of the horizontal analysis, and common size statement is one of the example of vertical analysis. In horizontal analysis, say 2 or more years of the financial statement is required, and in vertical analysis only one accounting period and financial statement is required.
Okay, so you have explained the horizontal and vertical analysis. Is there any further explanation regarding the time series analysis? If I just ask you, what do you mean by time series analysis? Can you give any further explanation for that?
So in time series analysis, we get information in absolute and percentage term, but in cross sectional analysis we get information in percentage term only.
Can we call that time series analysis means the comparison on the basis of different time periods?
So please repeat question again.
Can we call time series analysis as the comparison on the basis of different time period? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And can we call cross-sectional analysis means the comparison on the basis of various departments?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
correct.
Segment report you have prepared. Now just tell me, in this project, what accounting tools you have used for your study?
Sir, I have chosen comparative statement, common size statement, and ratio analysis.
Comparative, common size and ratio. While preparation of
Yes,
common
sir.
size statement, while preparing common size balance sheet or common size position statement, what is the base taken for calculation of all the percentages?
Sir, common size statement. Sir, I have not done balance sheet and this one. I have chosen. Sir, I have done this segment wise revenue, profit, and this all. So
Doesn't
it is
matter.
also come under the
Doesn't matter. My
common
question
size.
is still significant that when you
Yes,
prepare
sir.
common size position statement, what is the
Yes,
formula that
sir.
you use for the calculation of various percentages, various aggregates? Common
Sir,
size
in
position statement.
statement of P&L, we have to take revenue from operations as 100 because
Okay.
it is chosen as a common base.
Huh.
And
Huh.
so in balance sheet, sir, I have not able to recall which
Okay.
item is to be
Uh,
taken.
never mind. It is a simple thing that is total of balance sheet,
Okay, sir.
right? Total of balance sheet is taken as the
Okay,
base
sir.
for the common size statement. Okay. Now let me ask some
Yes.
questions from the ratios. However, whatever you have answered, that was quite good. Now, have you heard about current ratio?
Yes, sir.
What is the formula for current ratio?
Current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities.
Current assets upon current liabilities. So, are
Current,
there some
yes.
items which are not included in current assets, though they are current in nature, but are excluded while calculating current ratio?
Yes, sir. In inventories, there is a two items
Name,
known as um, so one second. Inventories means loose tools and stores and spares are excluded from current
loose
assets.
tools and spares you do not include in current assets while calculating current ratio. Give the reason
Yes,
why
sir.
loose tools and spares are not included in current ratio or in current assets while calculating current ratio.
Mm, sorry, sir, not able.
Never mind. Now, in front of you, you have prepared a nice pie diagram in which you have shown
Yes, sir.
uh, the comparison of net profit and revenue from operation.
Benefits. Yes, sir.
This you have shown as a net profit, right? Net profit after tax.
Yes, sir.
And this you have taken as a revenue from operation. Do you think that this pie diagram is correct? This pie diagram reveals the net profit is having this much share and revenue from operation is just this much. इतने
Yes,
थोड़े से
sir.
रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन में इतना सारा नेट प्रॉफिट. Is it justified? Is the
Yes,
pie diagram correct?
sir. I think there is some mistake in
Yes, you have
calculation.
written it oppositely. Here, where you have
Yes,
written
sir.
net profit after tax, it should be revenue from operation. And where you have written revenue from
Yes, sir.
operation, it should
Sure.
be net profit after tax. Clear? Let us move
Okay, sir.
further.
Okay.
And the same mistake you have done here also.
Yes, sir. This is also related to that one
Okay.
also.
Liquid ratio equals to quick
Yes,
ratio
sir.
upon current liabilities. So what assets you do you exclude from current assets while calculation of quick ratio or liquid ratio?
Sir, inventories and prepaid expenses are
Inventories and
excluded
prepaid
from.
expenses. And here you have written only inventories. You
Sir,
haven't mentioned.
because there is no information regarding prepaid expense.
Doesn't matter. Still in the formula we should mention it completely. Okay.
Okay,
Now
sir.
the thing
Yes,
is, next question is, why do you exclude inventories and prepaid expenses from the liquid
sir.
assets?
Because inventories take us so much time to convert into cash, and prepaid
Okay.
expenses are expenses which is already paid in advance, so it
Huh?
cannot be converted into cash.
Cannot be converted into cash. Okay, that's great. That's a correct answer. Now, what is the significance of calculation of liquid ratio?
So, significance of calculating quick ratio is to assess the firm's ability to meet its short-term liabilities.
So, what is the difference between current ratio and liquid ratio? Because current ratio also helps us to assess the liquidity position. Liquid ratio also helps us to assess the liquidity position. So, what is the
Yes,
difference
sir.
between current ratio and liquid ratio?
So, difference between current ratio is that the significance of current ratio is to assess the ability of a firm to meet its current liabilities within a 12 months. But significance of quick ratio is to calculate is to um, is to measure the firm's ability to meet its short-term liabilities
in a very short period.
immediately.
In a very,
Yes,
very
sir,
short period. It should
immediately.
be in a very short period. Now here you have calculated liquid ratio of 2019 as 0.73 is to 1, and for 2020 0.63 is to 1. Do you think it is satisfactory?
No, sir, it is less than sir. But is a current ratio now?
Okay, fine. So do you think the current ratio is satisfactory?
No, sir. It
What should
should
be
be 2 ratio
the
1.
it should be 2 is to 1. So now what
Yes, sir.
reasons do you find why their current ratio is less than the standard? What reasons do you find?
Sir, I think current assets are less uh, um,
Huh,
in
this
than the
current
current
assets are less
liabilities.
than current liabilities. That is the reason it is not up to the mark, up to the standard. But what are the reasons? Which current asset is actually more, and which step you would suggest to improve the current ratio? Any suggestion from your side to the company?
Sorry, sir, but I'm not able to answer it.
Never mind. So this you have calculated total assets to debt ratio. While
That,
calculating total asset to debt ratio, there is some items which are not included in total assets. What are those?
sir, in non-current assets, there are total 6 items, but we only include non-current investments, fixed assets, which include tangible and intangible assets, and long-term loans and advance. And other than these, we have excluded those items.
No, my question is, when you take total assets, do you take the whole total side of the
Yes,
balance
sir.
sheet, the asset side of the balance sheet, total of asset side of the balance sheet, or you exclude some of the assets in the total assets? क्या हम टोटल एसेट्स में सारे एसेट साइड
Yes,
के
sir,
बैलेंस शीट
we
का टोटल पूरा
exclude some
लेंगे
of
या कुछ
the
एसेट्स को आप एक्सक्लूड करेंगे?
so we have to exclude some assets.
Name them. Which assets will be excluded in from total assets? Let me give you a hint. Two are there.
Uh, yes, sir. So, I'm not able to
Okay,
recall these names.
never mind. So that was all from my side, my questions. Now, let me ask you, what was your observation? How did you present it? Was it good or some improvement is required from your side?
Yes, sir, I can do better than it, but
The questions that you won't be able to answer, you should work over upon them.
yes,
Okay.
prepare. Yes, sir.
The
Sure.
last question that I asked you, non-trade investments and fictitious assets, these have to be excluded from the total assets. Non-trade investments and fictitious assets that have to be
Investments and
excluded from the total
fixed
assets.
assets.
And this you have just presented nicely. In your project, in the last, you should attach bibliography. You should attach
Auditor's
one
report.
bibliography also, that from wherever gathered all the information, that should also be attached in the project file. That is also equally important.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so all the very best that you will present much more better in your main board examinations and the practical examinations. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay, sir.